Hi, I'm Pastor Bill. This is Church 3.0. Every time I write a newsletter article, every time I try to do some strategic planning, every time I put together a meeting agenda, there is a caveat. Of course, it's COVID. The pandemic is still with us, and we still must work around it. This makes it very difficult to see beyond a couple of weeks, to create new Bible studies, new classes, new ministries. But I have a message for you today. A reading from the prophet Isaiah in the 43rd chapter. I am the Lord, your Holy One, Israel's Creator, your King. This is what the Lord says. He who made a way through the sea, a path through the mighty waters, who drew out the chariots and horses, the army and reinforcements together, and they lay there, never to rise again, extinguished, snuffed out like a wick. Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up, do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland. The wild animals honor me, the jackals and the owls, because I provide water in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland, to give drink to my people, my chosen, the people I formed for myself, that they may proclaim my praise. The prophet Isaiah is speaking to a people in the middle of a turmoil. They are in exile. They've been taken away from their homes, their land. They're enslaved. They are not in a very good place. But after reminding them of God's incredible actions in the past, Isaiah's words from God then say, do not remember the former things. Don't get hung up on the past, especially the bad things of the past. Forget about the old things. Forget about those things that you were so wrapped up in. Things that have no meaning anymore. And look at what God is about to do. God is about to redeem his people. God is about to redeem us as well. I was recently away for some training with some colleagues from my presbytery. Honestly, it was nice to see them in person again. Some of them I haven't seen in a long time. Some I've only ever met online and got to meet them in person for the first time. It was great to share stories. And during the meal times, we did have time to talk. At first, it was about the limitations on worship, the limitations on ministry and mission, all these things that we've been lamenting since March of 2020. And of course, we talked about our overall exhaustion. Your pastors are tired. Pray for them, please. But then something happened. There was a shift. And one day at a meal, we weren't talking about the limitations. We weren't talking about all of the things that we have gone through. We started to talk about those things that were beginning to bubble up. We talked about reimagining and revisioning mission and ministry. We talked about the great opportunities in front of us to do something new. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? Every Monday I do a Monday morning meditation, and I was kind of stuck on Monday because I was away. I was trying to figure out something, trying to force something, and it didn't happen. But something struck me. Sunday after worship, one of my members mentioned something about refugees from Afghanistan coming into Lancaster. And I had heard this and thought that might be something we can get involved in. Then later on, Sunday, thought about it some more, and Monday morning came along, and I was like, yeah, let's do something. See, one of my colleagues is from a church in Lancaster County that is going to be directly working with Church World Services to welcome these refugees. And they are going to be looking for some things. Well, at the same time, I saw something in my local community Facebook page. Somebody there was trying to figure out, what do these people need and how can we get it to them? And it all came together. So my church is going to be a drop-off point. We're going to make a list of things that these refugees need. Because remember, these people are dragged from their homes with nothing. No pots, no pans, no clothing, no toys for the kids, no necessary things like hygiene products. There's going to be a lot they're going to need. And so we're going to get that list together, and we're just going to make our church a drop-off point. And from there, we're going to transport it out to the church in Lancaster County and get it to the people in need. From just a couple of simple comments, nothing more than that, a few simple comments and one contact I made during my training, our church has a new mission and ministry. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? We may not be able to plan a lot of things in advance. We may not now be able to restore some of the old ministries that we have done or do them in the same way. But God is always working in our midst. And we are not called to just continue old ministries because that's how we've always done it. We are called to work with God. So what is God doing in your community? What is God doing in your workplace? What is God doing in your sphere of influence? How can you partner with God to do something new? Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to hearing from you about what new thing God is doing in your area. See you next time. Peace.